You are the light of the world. A city situated on a hill cannot be hidden. No one lights a lamp and puts it under a basket, but rather on a lampstand, and it gives light for all who are in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before others, so that they may see your good works and give glory to your Father in heaven. Matthew 5:14-16. Note that Jesus didn't say, "You should be the light of the world." It isn't an aspiration to achieve or a goal. It is a statement of our identity by virtue of being adopted members of God's family. As adopted children of God, light is our birthright and our inherited nature. Jesus reminds his followers that they possess God's light-giving nature and have a critical role to perform in providing it. To people of faith, God has given the mandate to guide, warm, feed, protect, inform, and reveal. Just as light is the source of physical life on our planet, God tells us that we are to be the source of spiritual and physical life on our planet. When people are emotionally and physically chilled, we are to warm them. When they are spiritually and physically hungry, we are to feed them. As adopted children of the Creator, this is our function, to be the light of the world. When so many on our planet claim to follow God, why is the world such a dark place then? Some of that darkness is indeed beyond our control. Even the brightness of the sun is dimmed by cloud cover and the Earth's rotation on its axis away from the sun's rays. If the world was populated by an adequate number of authentic people of faith, there would still be hunger, war, poverty, bigotry, ignorance, and hate. Salt doesn't block the eventual decay of food, but merely delays it. Even in a world where every believer lived up to Jesus' teachings, darkness would still exist. However, what we see in the world today is a church that has too often lost sight of what God's light even is, much less genuinely and consistently reflects it. Jesus is not telling his followers that they are independent sources of light. In fact, he makes it clear that he is the natural source of that light. Jesus spoke to them again, "I am the light of the world. Anyone who follows me will never walk in the darkness, but will have the light of life." John 8:12. In Jesus' metaphor, we are less like the sun than we are the moon. In the dark night of our world, when the earth has turned its back on the daylight, it is from the moon that we receive the sun's illumination, but the moon merely reflects. It doesn't by itself create light. In a sense, Jesus addresses us as if we were the moon, saying, "Without you, God's light will not be seen. Reflect that light as I have done." Metaphorically, humanity has turned its back on God's light. All too often, instead of seeing the natural and pure glow of Jesus' reflection, they are confronted by a church that is shining an inauthentic, artificial light. Harsh neon man-made laser lights will never draw anyone to Jesus. The phrase, "in a bad light," seems appropriate to describe how much of the world perceives God, because the light we are reflecting often doesn't find its source in our Savior or the Creator. There are many authentically transformed believers. However, they exist amid a vast ocean of apostasy. Tonight, walk into your bedroom and don't flip the light switch. Instead, contemplate how you can remove the darkness in the room. No vacuum cleaner, broom, law, or harsh word will drive the shadows away, yet that is how much of the church responds to the world's culture. Many wrongly believe they can force the removal of what they perceive to be darkness. The only way to remove the darkness is to bring light into the room. Jesus doesn't call his followers to establish laws that mimic our view of morality. He doesn't say, "You are the government of the world, force people to follow your interpretation of the Bible." Like the darkness in your bedroom, he knows that no law can drive away the darkness. Instead, he reminds us that we are the light. When we live out our adopted nature as true children of God, we will reflect God's goodness, purity, and mercy. People hunger for that, even if they don't know it. Today's verse: everything exposed by the light is made visible. For what makes everything visible is light. Therefore it is said, "Get up, sleeper, and rise from the dead, and Christ will shine on you." Ephesians 5:13 and 14.